Many know his name from court rulings, some know him from the estate dispute, but the real story, from his beginnings in school to the courtroom and the explosive claims circulating online, has layers most people have never had. Today we go deep from Alliance High School to the High Court bench, from the housing levy judgment to the social media allegations that have divided public opinion. This is not gossip, this is verified, researched, and responsibly reported. But we also explore the claims out there, marking clearly what's fact and what remains unverified speculation.
But he brought so much joy in my life. He was my guide,
David was born into the Majanja family. His parents were Gershom and Priscilla Majanja. Growing up, he showed promise early, earning his place at Hill School in Eldoret, a stepping stone that would lead him to one of Kenya's most respected institutions. He would later join Alliance High School, a school that has produced leaders in law, governance, and public service. At Alliance, David's discipline and intelligence began to take shape. It's here that the future judge sharpened his mind, surrounded by peers who were equally driven. This foundation would carry him forward, not just into law, but into leadership. After secondary school, David pursued law, first at the University of Nairobi, then at the Kenya School of Law, where he was admitted to the bar in 1998. Instead of stopping there, he pushed further, earning an LLM in International Trade and Investment Law from the University of Pretoria in South Africa. His early career saw him at respected law firms like Mohammed and Muigai Advocates and Onyango and Ohaga Advocates, building expertise in civil and commercial law. By 2007, he had founded his own firm, Majanja, Luceno and Company Advocates, where he became known as a sharp, meticulous litigator. In 2011, David Majanja was appointed a judge of the High Court of Kenya, part of the post-2010 constitution effort to strengthen the judiciary. His service took him to courts in Homa Bay, Migori, Kisumu, Kisii, and later the Milimani Civil Division in Nairobi. Colleagues described him as disciplined, principled, and thorough, characteristics that defined his decade of service. He was also elected by peers to be representing judges and magistrates on the Judicial Service Commission, JSC, a leadership position he held until his passing. One of his most high-profile rulings came in November 2023. Alongside two other judges, he struck down the housing levy, a 1.5% tax on salaried workers that had ignited nationwide debate. The court found the levy unconstitutional on the basis that it singled out formal sector workers while leaving out the informal sector, something the Constitution forbids. That judgment resonated with millions of Kenyans, especially public servants who had felt the pinch of the proposed deduction. This wasn't a headline, it was a judgment that hit home for everyday Kenyans.
And we find that the introduction of the housing levy amendment to Section 84 lacks a comprehensive legal framework in violation of Article 10, 201, 2010 of the Constitution. That levy against persons in formal employment to the exclusion of other non-formal income earners.
Now we get to the part where facts and rumors have become tangled. Let's separate them clearly. What is verified? His parents, Gershom and Priscilla Majanja, are named in official memorial materials. Bilha Majanja passed on some years ago. Details beyond that are not officially public. After her death, his father remarried. David had no spouse, no children. His siblings, Martin, Annette, Janet, Louis, Gennard, and step-sibling Alan Siema are part of the estate dispute. These are documented facts, nothing more, nothing less. Across Facebook and X, narratives have spread dramatic accounts that include claims that his mother died in a fire after postnatal trauma caused by infidelity, stories of his father's multiple affairs with a colleague, peer, and a domestic assistant, also a Kamba woman and a university professor. There are also allegations that a foster child or stepchild is being wrongly presented as an heir. Claims that the father consumed millions meant to buy him a house, or rather make a home in Kakamega, and then he moved into David's home and threw out family members, the younger sister to be specific. These stories are all sensational and have captured the attention of many people online, but here's the critical point. None of these claims have been verified by any credible news outlet, court document, official obituary, or family statement. They remain unverified social media speculation. Here's what we do know from court reports. After David's passing in 2024, a will surfaced that named his youngest brother, Martin, as a major beneficiary. Allegedly, Martin is said to be his stepbrother. From online speculations of that, we are not sure. We only know so far that he was the major beneficiary. Some siblings, especially Annette, whom the dad, during David's funeral, said was close to him, have legally challenged parts of the will, arguing they were unfairly excluded.
The youngest sister would want to say something. In fact, she was the darling of David. Kindly talk.
Good morning or good afternoon. Thank you so much for coming here to support us.
The High Court has frozen estate assets, awaiting resolution under Kenyan succession law.
The money. After he died, I tried myself to talk to the judiciary to see if it can be released. They took me round and round and round until we had to engage the lawyers.
When social media fills the gaps left by lack of public detail, it creates stories, some plausible, some dramatic, many unverified. But in the eyes of the law, facts matter and evidence matters. This isn't about diminishing anyone's pain, loss. Family tension and inheritance battles are emotionally charged, but turning speculation into truth without verification does a disservice to everyone involved. So, what really happened? David Majanja rose from promising student to respected High Court judge. He authorized judgments that impacted ordinary Kenyans, and today his estate remains under legal scrutiny, not because of social media drama, but because the law must decide. While online claims swirl, the courtroom holds the real answers, and when that judgment comes, we'll break it down for you plain and clear. So far, we know that the parents were claiming that they'd like a portion of the money left behind, which is 22 million and a bit of assets here and there, as they were dependent on David. If you'd like to have more of this kind of stories, subscribe to Trending Pips. Catch you next time.